Hi, Tony. So, some people have asked me to sit in this chair and do the very hard work of finding nice things to say about you. Ugh, I'm gonna do it. But the only reason I'm gonna do it is because I know how uncomfortable it's gonna make you. You are not a person who loves to receive praise. But truth be told, you are so deserving. Settle in. Get ready to be very uncomfortable because a lot of really important people have some really nice things to say about you.
The Bob and Leila Macauley Humanitarian Spirit Award is about a lifetime of giving back and philanthropy.
The Goldwyn family is bedrock. That name means a lot to people, and certainly Tony has carried on that legacy.
He's smart about what he does in furtherance of your cause, and he's principled.
My dad takes great care and effort to try to understand who is in need.
What is impressive about Tony's presence is that he is present. He's been on the board since 2018. Tony shows up, rolls up his sleeves, and he'll push you to do better.
We moved into a small town in Connecticut, and Americares at that point had their offices in that town. I actually had joined Americares before him, so I sort of said, this is a great group. And he was up for doing something. So I said, this is the group.
My dad has this ability to enter a room and make people feel really seen and heard. I was lucky enough to join my father on the Guatemala trip.
To be able to share with my daughter, come to a country like Guatemala and see the local health workers here giving back and bringing health to their communities, that's really inspiring.
The first time I met Tony is probably the first time many people met Tony, and that was in the movie Ghost. Such an unusual role for Tony, because the bad guy is not Tony. You could see from that film that he was going to have a great acting career.
My lived experience with Tony is such a powerful example of allyship.
Goodbye, Mr. President.
Oh, come on!
You do not summon me!
You do not walk away from me!
He's a straight white guy who has a lot of power in this business, and he never once challenged my leadership on Scandal. He understood and loved his role on the show, and he knew that that was being a supporting character in a historic, groundbreaking moment on television.
He doesn't mess around when it comes to the things that are important to others. I had given him for 10 years draft after draft of Ezra, and he goes, well, I would like to direct this.
You can't even say the word.
Just a word.
Autism.
He approaches the work from a complete desire to understand the humanity of the story and of the characters. We're working on a musical called Shea Joey with our partner Savion Glover as our leader and guide. And the two of us have been like schoolboys, learning over and over things that we would never have understood about race, culture, and being human.
When Tony is on set, the Innocence Project issues are front of mind.
That's a remarkable quality to have, particularly when you're looking for somebody to be on your board.
He knows what you have to do to actually accomplish change.
The Innocence Project is just emblematic of how he approaches philanthropy and how the causes that he supports are very personal to him.
Tony is just an excellent board member. He brings his curiosity, his ability to question and challenge, really draws the best out of people, and he brings a platform that can help raise our visibility.
MPTF, the Motion Picture and Television Fund, supports members of the entertainment industry in their time of need. They built this wonderful building called the Samuel Goldwyn Foundation Children's Center. He is amazingly curious, always asking why we do things, how we do things, and how it carries out the mission.
It was never about like sitting us down and saying, this is how to be like a good Samaritan, or this is how to like have good moral values. I think it just is something that you gain by osmosis as a kid.
Do you think that your reason for like existing and being on this planet is to do the work that you're doing?
No.
Hmm.
No, I think I more think my reason for being on this planet is you,
right,
and Tess. The work that I do feels that it was sort of decided for me, like that I've tapped into something that I'm supposed to be doing.
When I called and told Tony we wanted to give him the award, he was stunned.
We're Americares junkies. The two of us have been around the organization long enough to know this is a big deal.
He was honored, and we're honored that he's accepting.
When you see Tony supporting causes, someone who's not going to back down, someone who will speak truth to power, someone who feels deeply and passionately.
I think the reason that Tony doesn't invite a lot of praise is because he really wants to focus on doing the right thing, not on appearing to be doing the right thing.
He's really committed to raising awareness for Americares and all of the causes that he's involved in, to help other people become involved because he wants to share that passion.
He is truly this beautiful heart and this wonderful humanitarian who happens to be a famous actor.
He's really like a goofball, a dad, a friend, often holding somebody's dog, just enjoying life.
He's still the same person. He's just a good guy.